Hi there, I'm John from the Well Counseling Center here in Chiang Mai. I wanted to pass along some tips for stress reduction that we use with our clients. We all have various stresses, and actually some stress is good for us. We need a moderate level of stress in our lives for things like motivating us to better performance and growing resilience for the difficult things in our lives that come along. But what I'm talking about today is the reduction of too much stress, which can have a demotivating effect, maybe even causing us to feel like giving up. High levels of stress actually can harm us physically by weakening our immune system and even damaging our heart. And so because stress can do things like affecting our digestive system, and of course something that we're probably more familiar with, which is affecting our sleep, we really need to address stress in our lives. Now there's probably things that you already know about that I'll just remind you about that can lessen the effects of stress in your life, the excess stress that you have going on. Regular exercise that increases your heart rate, eating healthily, limiting caffeine and alcohol intake. These things can give your body kind of a head start on coping with stress. And setting boundaries is also good to give you just a way of lessening the stress that comes with urgency that when it comes into your life. So those things are things that you've probably heard of before. And sometimes you can practice those healthy habits, sometimes you can't. And the truth is, at times, that all of us have feelings of just being overwhelmed by stress. When that happens, it is good to have some things that we can practice in the moment to lower those effects of stress and allow us to continue to think clearly and to respond well to the situations that come around us rather than just reacting. Has anyone ever told you just to take a deep breath? There's actually some science behind that advice. And actually it's the letting out of breath that causes our bodies to relax. So why don't we try that together? Breathe in with me for 4 seconds. Now hold that breath for another 4 seconds, and then let it out over 7 seconds. Let's try it again. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. You feel your body relax as you breathe out? Sometimes we call that square breathing. You breathe in, hold, and then breathe out and hold. Now let's do another exercise that helps your whole body relax. Starting with your shoulders, tense your muscles for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Kind of looks funny. And relax. 3, 2, 1. Now your chest muscles, chest, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your arms and your hands, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your buttocks, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Do your thighs, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then calves and feet, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. So when we do that, actually tensioning the muscles first before relaxing them enables the muscles to relax more completely. I hope that worked for you as you watch this. Finally, something we call a grounding exercise that forces us to stop and reconnect with the world around us. This is helpful when stress is causing our mind to spin and preventing us from focusing on where we need to be in the present moment. And so you can ground yourself by engaging all of your senses on what is around you. So let's try it together. We call this the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. So first, look around you and name 5 things that you can see. So I can see outside some green trees. I can see some orange flowers on the trees. I can see this plant right here beside me. I can see the camera I'm looking at. And I can see a house just across out of the window. That's 5 things. And then 4 things you can feel physically. So what can I feel? Well, my arms are resting on my knees. I can feel those. My feet are resting on the ground. I can feel the ground under my feet. I can feel the side of the couch here. That's 3. And I can feel this table in front of me. 4. And then 3 things that I can hear. I can hear the air conditioning going on across the room. I can hear some birds outside. I can hear my own voice. And then 2 things I can smell. Well, I happen to have an air freshener on in here. I can smell that. And also I can smell what we had for dinner. And then 1 thing I can taste. Well, I can still taste the delicious meal that was prepared for us here at the well. And so that's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise, where we use all of our senses to bring ourselves back to the present moment, and also just taking that break from what is occupying our minds, what's spinning around in our heads, is really helpful, just to stop and kind of divert ourselves from the stress. You can find a number of other exercises like this online, and I hope this has been helpful for you in lowering your stress today and giving you some ideas on how to combat negative stress in the future.